Hi, I'm Carla and I'm the trainer for Tatti Lash in Newcastle. Today we're going to be creating a full set of eyelashes with our pre-fanned volume eyelashes. So first what I'm going to do with Beth's eyelashes is prepare the eye for the full set. So I'm going to get just Beth to look straight up for me first, and I'm going to apply the micro tape under the lashes. All this does is pins down the bottom eyelashes. And then I'm going to place the eye pads on top for additional support, and this will help it feel more comfortable to your client, making sure that all your inner eyelashes and outer eyelashes are out of the pad. Using disposable mascara wand to comb through the eyelashes. This will help any that are tucked underneath to lie promptly for your full set. So now all the eyes are all prepped underneath, we've got none of the eyelashes popping through. With the bottom one, the eyes are protected. What these pads are going to do is they're going to prevent the adhesive from any going into the eyes. We're going to cleanse, this is now when we're going to prep the eyelashes. So we're going to use the Lash shampoo along with the brush. Now these brushes are great for cleansing over the eyelashes. So we're going to just place on the eyelid. Now we don't want to be too heavy handed with this, we still want to take our time, we don't want to make the eye water. So I'm just doing sweep motions over the eye and the eyelid, just removing any traces of any makeup and any excess oil. You can see there already what the cleanser's done, the eyelashes are more prominent and more black now, so you can see that we've removed makeup and it's taken it off instantly. So now that we've cleansed, we also like to prime. So this is the Tatti Lash Primer. Now what this does in correspondence to the Lash shampoo is that this is going to dehydrate the eyelashes. It's going to help our application and our cure time as well. The best way to do this is by using micro brushes. So your micro brushes come in your kits as well. And what we're going to do while we use these is they're smaller, so they're more precise movement. What we don't want to do is use too much primer where it irritates the eye. And we're going to thread that through the eyelashes. So you've got really good control. Try not to use mascara wands for this, try to use the micro brushes because you don't want this to be getting into the customer's eyes. So we're using the pre-made fans today, but I'm going to talk a little bit about mapping first. Now Beth has really good eyelash length. So you can see these ones that are slightly longer here. These are like your telogen hairs, which you would have learnt with your theory kit. Your anagen hairs underneath are these ones here. Now we're not going to catch those ones in the application today. The anagen hairs would not be strong enough to hold or support a pre-made fan. We're going to talk a little bit about mapping as well. So with Beth's eye shape, we have more of a hooded eye shape. What we would find if we use lengths that were too long, when Beth come to open her eye, the eyelash length, especially if we use 13s, would be quite high, especially with Beth being a first time eyelash wearer. I want to keep them quite natural. This is the Tatti Lash Adhesive. One of my favourite adhesives is the Tatti Lash, and the reason being is that its cure time is very quick. It has a cure time around 1.5 seconds. So what this means is when you have your isolation, the cure time isn't over the 1.5 seconds. So what can sometimes happen is you'll isolate the eyelash, you'll place it, let go, but the glue hasn't actually cured in time, which can cause more than one eyelash to stick together. The adhesive as well, it is a 10 milliliter as well, which a lot of the other competitive brands are around about 5 grams. So you do get a lot for your product and a lot for your money for this product. I like to use the disposable adhesives holders. The reason being is that there's not a lot of waste with them. As you can see, you can hold up to 24 clients throughout the day, and they're very cheap to replace as well, and also they're disposable, so you can just remove these straight away. What we'll do as well, what I find is because there's just a small amount of glue in each pot, I find that the product waste that I go through is a lot less. We're going to use the Tatti Lash pre-made fans. So the benefits to these is that it gives you a Russian volume look at a lot less time. The reason being is it's the same application as a classic eyelash. We're going to apply one fan to one eyelash. So the benefits of this is that it instantly bulks volume, but the benefit is that it's the same technique as a one-to-one eyelash. We're going to look a little bit underneath. So these what I'm using today are the 3D pre-made fans. You can also get these in 4D and 5D with Tatti Lash as well. We're going to use the 0.10 and we're going to use a D curl, which are 10mm in length. So for eyelash mapping, what we're going to do today is we're going to use 9s on Beth's inners, we're going to use 10s, 11s and 12s. But I'm going to space these out using the 12s where the longest eyelashes are, just so that it keeps to Beth's natural eyelashes. So we've placed our mapping stickers on for mapping out Beth's eyelashes. So we're going to start number 1 at 9mm, and then we're going to do 10s. We're going to do, at the longest, we're going to do a mix of 11 and 12s, and then we're going to come back at 10s and 9s. Now I would gauge this, the mapping, off my client's natural eyelash length. Do I feel like their eyelashes are strong enough to hold that length? For example, if I had somebody in who had very short eyelashes, or that I felt like their eyelashes had some damage to them, I'd be less inclined to put the bigger and longer eyelashes on because the retention isn't going to last as long. So we're going to start first with the longer ones, which are your 12mm. I'm going to pop these on Beth's longest eyelashes. So it's really important to remember when you're removing your eyelashes to pull them off at the sticker. So for Tatti Lash's tweezers, I like to use the isolation for both isolation and pickup. I like that these are curved at a certain angle, so I feel like they're really easy to pick up. It's really important that when you are picking your eyelashes up, to make sure you have all 3 in your tweezer so that you're not causing any damage when you're placing them up. It's quite easy, the pad is sticky enough to drop it to replace your tweezers, but when you're putting it into the adhesive, so the drop of these, the adhesive itself, you won't need a lot of it. I like to cover almost the base of the eyelash. Get my isolation, hold, place and remove. And same again, isolate and place and place. Now you can see yourself the adhesive cures really quickly. One of the things that's important with this, why it is placing so quickly, is that my temperature and my humidity is correct. What you would find if your temperature your humidity was wrong, when you come to isolate the eyelash and place it, it wouldn't stick, and what you would find, it would just keep lifting off the eyelash. As you can see there, it's naturally applied, it's cured very quickly, and if I was to tug at it, it is attached to the eyelash. So we're going to do some of the inner corners now. Now these ones, especially the likes of this hair here, you can tell that it's quite fine, and now if we were to use something like a 13 or a 12 on this eyelash, we would get a drop. So we want to use something that's going to support this eyelash but also framing the eye. So I'm going to use a 9 on this one. Now this one's already nicely isolated, and drop. And we're going to do the same to this one here as well, again using that shorter length. We don't want to be using anything too long on these corner eyelashes. If we do put something longer on and the client becomes irritated, there could be permanent damage caused by that. If you do get a client in who has quite hard eyelashes to isolate, I'm very fortunate all Beth's eyelashes are very nice and straight. But you will come across someone who has more of a curly eyelash. It could be that they've had previously an eyelash lift 6 weeks prior. What you'll find is that the eyelashes will cross over. The best way to deal with this is to carry on the ones that are flat. So a flat eyelash, for example, would be like that, where we can place them. I would avoid the crossover ones to start off with, just so you've gotten that natural shape and you're building that up for your client. enjoyed today's tutorial video. If you have any questions, please comment below.